Hola, Miss Bame here. Let's do some pronunciation practice. Um, Today, or this week, as you practice your pronunciation, we're going to focus on some of the vowel sounds and then some of the G sounds and maybe some R's too. So there's some words from your vocabulary here. So this will help you hopefully hear those several times as we practice in class. It's not easy, but you can get better at pronunciation. So one thing I want to have you practice first is just the vowel sounds. So the vowels in Spanish are a, e, I, o, u. A, e, I, o, u. So repeat those. A, e, I, o, u. And the thing in Spanish is that it's different from English because the name of the letter is a, and it always sounds like ah. It makes no other sounds. So like in English, the letter A, might say might say But in Spanish, if you see a vowel a, it always sounds like ah. All right, let's practice these. No tengo ganas de recoger la ropa. No tengo ganas de recoger la ropa. All right, notice that recoger, the G in here is a soft G. It almost sounds like an H, right? I'm rolling my R's a little bit because they're at the beginning of the words, recoger and ropa. It's not that big a deal if you can't roll your R's because it's not like ropa. It's not that pronounced. So don't worry about it. But if there's an R at the beginning of the word, some Spanish speakers have a little bit of a trilled or a rolled R. Okay, second one. No me molesta cuidar a mi hermanito. Repeat it after I do. No me molesta cuidar a mi hermanito. So remember that cuidar, this C is a hard C. Sometimes there are soft Cs. We'll see that in another word that sound like an S, but this one has a K or a Q, almost like a QU sound. Hermanito, remember that we don't have an H sound at the beginning of the word. All right, let's try the third one. Debo ver una película en el cine. So I want to point out here that película has 4 vowels in it. So E, I, U, A. I had a professor or a teacher at one point that taught me to practice pronouncing the vowels by pulling them out of the word and saying them all first and then putting the consonants back in, putting the rest of the letters back in. So try that for película. We're going to say E, I, U, A. So just the letters E, I, U, A, E, I, U, A. Somehow that helps, and then you put the consonants back in, and it just sounds a little better. E, I, U, A. Película. Easy, fácil. And cine, here's a soft C that sounds like an S, right? Okay, let's try that one again. Debo ver una película en el cine. Notice here too that the V and the B are almost the same sound in Spanish. You don't have, depends country to country and person to person, but you don't usually have a V, so it's not ver, it's just ver. Okay, let's do the fourth one. Me toca a mí lavar el carro en el garaje. So here we've got lavar has just a 1 L, so it's an L sound, L. Carro has a double R, so you can roll that one if you want. Garaje Okay, this is a hard G sound, G, but then the J in here sounds like an H. The J's always sound like H's in Spanish. So repeat this one, garaje. Notice that this R is not trilled. It almost is like a D. The R's in Spanish are not like we say where we're like, R. No, garaje, garaje. All right, let's try that one again. Me toca a mí lavar el carro en el garaje. All right, let's try the fifth one here. A mi gemelo le encanta ir para el supermercado en el verano. All right, bunch of stuff in here. So gemelo, this is a soft G. It's kind of an H. And this will depend dialect to dialect. Again, some Spanish speakers will really have a kind of sound, others not so much. I want to point out ir, para. These R's are not so you don't say ir or para. It's almost more like a D. You like tap your tongue on the roof of your mouth. So para. Ir, para. Okay. And let's try supermercado, taking out the vowels again. So u, e, a, o. U, e, a, o. Now try putting the consonants back in, the rest of the letters back in the word. I'm going to try one more time with the vowels. U, e, a, o. Supermercado. Okay. And sometimes it's hard when words are almost like English words. It's hard to like change your pronunciation the way you want to say it in English. And then verano, that's a good one to practice the V, sounding like a B. Does not vrr. No, it's just b, almost like a B sound there. Verano, verano. And that R again is like a D. It just kind of taps the roof of your mouth. It's not a sound. Verano, verano. Somewhere in between there. Verano. All right, let's try that whole sentence here. Number 5. A mi gemelo le encanta ir para el supermercado en el verano. Try that one more time all together. A mi gemelo le encanta ir para el supermercado en el verano. All right. Hey, we're getting better at this. Bien hecho.